Here is the water line for the outside shower, okay? It's hooked up to the hot. It comes up. Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today, we're on the New River down here at Sandstone. Working on this travel trailer here. Folks said they don't get good hot water. I've been here a few minutes. First thing I found, I was went around back and the winterizing bypass valve was open, so that's why they were not getting good hot water, I believe. But the gas side of the water heater is not working, so they want to see if I can figure that out and get that going for them. They think they'd rather have the gas as the electric, so I thought I'd take y'all along and see what we find. I did try it there a while ago, and I never felt the gas valve trying to open. Usually, if you lay your hand on that gas valve, you'll hear it or feel it go just thunk when it opens. I'm not hearing that or feeling that, so I don't know exactly what's going on yet. Could this be a bad gas valve or something else? So let's see if we can figure it out. Here is our water heater. It would be the Atwood. It's a 6-gallon. Let's see if the gas valve is getting any power, because if it ain't, well, that might be why it ain't opening. Get my trusty meter out here and get it on the DC scale, and we should be able to just catch a ground right here. We can find something that looks kind of clean. Let's try that. I want to just check right here at the thermostat, see if we're getting any power. We'll hook the board back up. Stay away from the igniter wire. Yeah, we're getting nothing through the thermostat to open the gas valve. Getting enough now. The board, I checked the other side of the switch, so we're getting nothing out of that board. So let me go grab a board. Let's just try that real quick. Alright, went and got the new board. That is the part number. And some people give me grief for just pulling new parts out and trying them. And I don't know why people complain about that, because, you know, I have the new trucks. I have the new parts on my truck, so why not use that? Why not use that resource if I have it? And I understand a lot of y'all out there, you know, you don't have all them spare parts, you know, available to you, but I do. So I'm sure going to use them, because I'm sure there's a test procedure. We could probably take the next 10 or 15 minutes and test that board and all that, or we can take just a minute, put a new one on it, see what happens. Well, what do you know about that? Had a bad board. Well, this is gonna be a short video. was we had a bad board. I just checked the, like I say, I could tell the gas valve wasn't opening, so we just seeing if there's any power. There's no power coming out of the board on either side of that thermostat. And so the next logical thing is try a board. And as you can see, you know, it's a little pricey. And I probably had this on the truck for a while. I'd say the new one's probably $250 instead of $205. But you know, it is what it is. So take a couple screws out of the old board, put a couple screws back in the new board to fasten it in the water heater, and this will be done. Don't y'all replace your screws. Just get down there in that comment section, leave me a comment, criticism, a concern, and I'm gonna go up there and fix another one, and y'all have a fantastic day. All right, folks, this one, I ain't gonna lie, had thrown me for a loop. You know, I actually ended up having to change the gas valve because it burnt like a champ for a few minutes, and it was just barely burning. Took and cleaned it, and cleaned the orifice, cleaned the burner tube, no help. So I went to the truck and got a valve, put a valve on there. She burns like a champ now. And then I had it on electric the whole time I was working on the gas, letting it heat up, and then it wouldn't burn. You could feel the pop-off valve outside, and it felt hot. I was like, that thing is hot. The thermostats are satisfied, and so I was like, well, let me go in and run some water, and get that water heater to come back on. Well, I'm in here running water, and I'll get hot water, and then it'll go cold, and then I'll get warm water, and then it'll go cold, and then I'll get hot water, and it'll go cold. And I was like, it's mixing water somewhere. So I went behind the water heater, could feel the water hoses. I thought maybe with the bypass valve had a failure inside. No, the hot water come out of the tank, right out through the lines, wasn't going down into the bypass pipe. I'm like, what in the world? I checked the outside shower, make sure that it wasn't left on, and me and the customer back there talking about it, and he's like, oh, that outside shower's not hooked up. He said the guy that owned this before we did, and they've had it for like 3 years, the guy that had it before us said that the outside shower faucet froze and busted. I was like, aha. So I come in here, pull the drawer apart. Let me show you what I found. Here is the water line for the outside shower, okay? It's hooked up to the hot. It comes up, it loops around town, right down to the cold. So that pipe was mixing hot and cold water right there. Just like I knew it was doing somewhere, but I had no idea where. There it is. So I have caps for flare it. So I'm gonna pull that pipe off there and cap those water lines off, the hot and the cold, and then it will no longer be mixing water there, and we'll have nice hot water. I'll bring you back here in a minute and show you just how nice and hot it is. While I was laying down here putting those caps on, there's the outside shower. He had just taken one of the hoses that went from the water line to the outside shower and just looped it around. He's like, oh, that's good. No, not so good. Now, let's see what kind of hot water we have now. Oh yeah, holy crap. Yeah, she's hot now. So that was funny. I knew it was mixing water somewhere, or it acted like it was, but I couldn't figure it out. So thankfully the customer's here. Some people don't understand why I can't go work on their camper while they're not there. It's nice to bounce ideas back and forth sometimes. Sometimes it's extremely helpful, just like this. I probably never would have figured that out. Because I mean, I had to take drawers out to get through that, and you know, I may not have seen that, I may not have found it, but I knew there's something going on. I just couldn't figure out what. So there you go. So this one actually is done now. So yeah, he had 3 problems. He had a bad board, a bad gas valve, and somebody had done a plumbing trick on him and messed him up. So this was a pretty awesome one here. So hey, thanks for watching. Let's catch y'all later.